Have you ever invited a guest and you wanted to kick them out?
Hell yes.
Let's find out.
Mm-hmm.
Salam!
Hi, you guys!
Alright, thank you so much for coming back to the show. We have an interesting topic today. I want to talk about some crazy guests that you invite and then they basically step into your boundaries.
I've had a couple of those that you invite into your home and then they kind of make your home their home, but a bit too much their home.
Too much their home. Yeah. It can be rude.
They get too comfortable.
Go ahead, you start.
I start. Okay. So, about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
You want to say exactly when? They're going to find out.
They're going to find out. If they find out, they find out. About 4 or 5 years ago, I had these people come over. And I know them, but not that well. They are more of my family friends. Okay. My parents' friends, if you can say. So both of my kids were really sick with the flu, and I was getting a little sick then, and my husband was working late, and it was a long, long ass day. Okay? All of a sudden, I get a phone call from one of the lady, and she's like, "Hey, me and my husband are in the area. Can we come over?" And I was like, I guess so. I gotta be honest with you, like, my kids are sick, and I'm not feeling well, and in my head, I'm like, I don't even know you. So it was kind of like that, and I was like, I don't even know your husband like that well. It was so weird, and so she's like, no, we just really want to come over. I was like, okay, insisting to come over, even when she could tell I was very uncomfortable.
Why didn't you tell them straight up?
I did try to tell her, but I was trying to be nice in a way, like, hey, I can't really, my kids are sick. She's like, no, we won't be that long. I was like, okay. And she was like, oh, well, my husband will drop me off and I'll be there by myself. I was like, all right. So my husband was just like, I'm not going to come home until they leave because I don't even know these people.
And my husband would just
yeah. And I'm like, but honey, then I'm going to be stuck with them. He's like, I don't care. That's your problem. I'm like, oh my God. So what I had to do, they came over. And by the way, they didn't just drop off the wife. They kind of both came over and just sat there. And it was the most awkward thing ever. And we kind of just sat there, and they just asked me tons of questions about my apartment and how much I pay for it and all this stuff. And I was living in a really nice apartment complex.
Oh my God.
I don't mind telling that information. I'm one of those people that I don't really mind, but it felt really weird.
You can just call and ask if that was really the reason that they came.
I know. I was like, just call me and tell me how much you want. So then I was like, I have nothing to give them. Nothing. I haven't gone shopping because my kids were sick. I didn't have anything. Right? So I gave them, like, water, whatever. And then I had, like, these cookies. And my kids were both sick, so they sat there on the floor eating the cookies. And so they didn't get any of the cookies. And so it was just one of the most awkward visits I've had in a long time.
It's again about being sensitive about people's
about people's boundaries, too.
The situations, I mean, you called them, they called you, and you said that you were sick.
Yeah, I told them I wasn't feeling well. My kids were very sick.
Be sensitive. You should understand.
Yeah. So they were kind of walking around my apartment. I just didn't
They just wanted to see the apartment.
I think they just wanted to see my apartment, which is a little weird because I've never had someone do that. But I was just like, okay.
Oh my God.
It was so weird. So then when they left, she ended up calling me saying, hey, thanks for having us over. Which I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And then she was like, even though you didn't have anything to serve us, like, you know. And I was
said that?
She said that.
Is she an older lady?
She's an older lady.
That's
and I was just like
traditional.
I was like, okay. I was going to tell her.
Auntie.
You know
Auntie.
What?
Come on, Auntie.
You know what?
You don't do
I'm
that.
sorry. But that was kind of one of my worst guests.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was very close to being one of my top worst guests because I was just so uncomfortable that whole visit. Okay, so Atiyeh, what's one of your worst guests?
Yes, my worst guests. I have a couple, actually more than a couple of people coming to my house, and I really didn't want them to be in my house anymore. Like, I was like, can they just leave? One, my husband's friend, so it's like a man, okay? He comes in, we had dinner and everything, we are serving ice cream, and he gets up, goes to the freezer, opens the freezer. I had one of those fridges that had the freezer on top, so he opens them and I see his head in the freezer, and he's looking, and I'm like, can I help you? And he says, oh, he found the ice cream box. And he's like looking around it, and I was like, you liked it? I'm going to tell you. You should have asked me. I would tell you what it is.
Wait, did you tell him I'm going to get you ice cream if you were late, or he just decided I want ice cream?
No, I already served the ice cream. The ice cream, I already served it.
He went to go get more.
So that's what I thought. I said, did you like it? You should have just told me. I would tell you what it is.
Yeah.
And, and he said, no, I was just checking the ingredients to see if it's halal or not. That's rude.
Ice cream?
That's rude.
If ice cream is halal?
I don't care.
What are you going to put in ice cream?
Very
Pork?
Rude. Oh, gosh. I don't like that. To go inside somebody's fridge, especially something as innocent as ice cream, to check if it's halal or not.
And to question you, about the ingredients. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I mean, if you have any allergies or concerns, you can always tell me. I have gone through so many things that my guests would be gluten-free or something. I would definitely make a separate patch for them.
Yeah.
Batch.
Separate batch
for them. But, to do that, to go into the fridge and check it out. And it's different than, it's like your friend's gonna do it, but your husband's friend?
That is weird. I don't mind people going through my fridge or freezer.
I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like it?
At all.
I don't mind if they're not questioning me.
Oh,
really? Wait, I go through your fridge and freezer?
It's okay, you're my friend.
Oh, that's totally not okay. Do you see your face? You're like...
Don't go to people's fridge, man.
I don't mind if you come through my fridge and freezer.
It's like going in the bathroom and checking the medicine cabinet. I don't like it.
People do that? No.
Yes. People are so bad.
That's gross.
Yeah. There was another incident. There was another guest that, this used to happen when I was at my dad's house. I wasn't married yet. This family would come to our house at the very latest time of the night. Like, they would come at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay? And how they worked was, they would call my dad, and they're like, this guy is my dad's friend at work.
Yeah.
So he has to answer his phone to see if it's work-related or not.
No!
Once in a while, he says, are you home? And he said, my dad's like, yes. And he's like, okay, we're downstairs, open the door.
No!
He doesn't even give you any option. So...
How was your dad? Was your dad all like, okay about it?
He would be just like, okay. They would come in and we would be it was so awkward. They were all laughing. How are you guys doing tonight? And they were like making
Were they all
jokes.
up and everything?
Yeah, they had two boys. They would come in.
How late was this?
Like 11 p.m. Like 10,
moly.
11. My mom would call them last service of the night.
The last service. Oh, yeah. I like that. Okay, to piggyback on that, actually, my dad does not stay up that late. So whenever anyone comes to our house a bit late or stays a bit later, he will leave them and go to bed. He is the diggity. I love my dad that way because he just doesn't give a
That's a good idea.
Yeah, my dad's all like, oh, well. My dad's like, it's time for me to go to bed. And he just leaves. Let us know down below if you guys have any awkward or rowdy guests, weird guests. Yeah, like we've had.
And what would you do when something like that happens?
What would you do if someone opens up your freezer or if someone just comes to your house just to know how much you paid for it?
Or they're really late at night. They just come in
without
notice.
Let us know what you guys would do.
Thank you so much for watching.
Bye, you guys. We love you. Until next time. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Atiyeh is cooking. It smells amazing here. Atiyeh is making... What are you making? Ooh, Atiyeh is making qima. Which is like a lentil stew, just so you guys know. Persian food is a blessing. Bless up.